joining me today. Today we are going to take a look at what was 2020 in my bullet journals. I actually used 3 bullet journals. This first one, I started bullet journaling in November 2019 again, and so I'd only used 2 months, so I didn't want to waste the rest of the journal. And then this would have been March through to July. I used up a lot of pages since I did a lot of Dutch doors and some lettering. And then this is August to December. So we're going to do a flip through and take a look. I already just did a preliminary flip through, and it was really fun to take a look back and see. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Okay, starting off with the first book. So this was actually, the Scribbles That Matter was the coated paper that they tried to roll out at one point. So I wasn't a big fan, but this was the 100 GSM coated paper. And everything was slippy and slidey, and I didn't care for it very much. So I'm glad that they're bringing back just the regular 100 GSM, but I digress. This is where we started off this year, where I still have plans and things to enjoy. My 100 rejections spread obviously fell by the wayside. The social media tracker, I actually redid in my next bullet journal, so I didn't fill any of that in. And then we start January. Successful people are simply those with successful habits. And penguin theme, this was when I was still feeling optimistic about the year. My first attempt at a Kanban board, which if you've seen my 2021 setup is ongoing. January doodles. And then this was my first attempt, or my first time using the Alistair method. And I am still using the Alistair method. And of course, I drew in my characters instead of printing out stickers. But yes, the Alistair method, we're still loving it. February, she needed a hero, so she became one. Little did I know how much these words would mean at this point in time. So this is a stamp that I got from the Sassy Club, and I used her stamps throughout these layouts. My February self-care doodles, which looking back, they make me laugh. The toes are hilarious, but I don't draw people. I'm still doing monthly Kanban boards, some brain dumps, and then continuing on with the Alistair method. So this stamp is from Studio Calico, and this is also, not Studio Calico, Studio L2E, and this is the Studio Calico stamp. And that brings us to the end of that one. And this is my March one, or this starts in March. I clearly picked the warmer color tones for 2020. So every new beginning is a chance to rebuild what you want. Yep. So yes, by 2020 things started falling apart. I wasn't really using everything as much. I mean, there's my 100 rejections. Definitely something I want to work towards. My social media, watch lists, class lists. I stopped using bath bombs, I guess. Wish list, cleaning schedule, and March. Opportunities don't just happen, you need to create them. And I did a teacup theme, which was my play on Alice in Wonderland. And Alice in Wonderland doodles. And this was when we went into isolation or our COVID restrictions. So funny story with this actually, you'll recognize this from my intro, but I forgot to add the extra L. So I ended up like gluing stuff over top of it so that I could stick that extra L in there and just shifting it over. So that always makes me laugh. The distance between your dreams and reality is called action. I'm still separating home task list and work task list, and maybe as things get a bit better, I'll go back to that. But for now, and this was a funky Dutch door that I tried, and that really didn't work out. Didn't like it. Didn't like these either. Great things never come from comfort zones. I really loved my bee theme. It was so happy, and then became immersed in Animal Crossing, obviously. This was my reading tracker. I kind of, again, fell off the wagon on this one. But one of my goals for 2021 will be to read again. So I might put together a new reading tracker. All things are difficult before they are easy. And I loved this theme. The pineapple made me so happy. And this is when I first started using my watercolor pencils, and again, just loved them. Ask for what you want and be prepared to get it. Maya Angelou. And this was boring, so I added this over time. Yeah, I made it just to the last page. I'm very proud of myself. I think that's the closest I've come to ever actually finishing a bullet journal. Okay, and now this will be August to December. I did a new bullet journal setup as well. What is coming is better than what is gone. I hope so. Here are my 2020 themes. Kind of fun to look at it this way and just kind of see how I progressed. Again, this was when I drew in my own theme, and then this was a stamp, and this was me developing my confidence and my style. So quite a bit of fun with that. My 2-year-old got a hold of my bullet journal and my pen. Thankfully, this was just limited to this. So much for gift ideas. You are capable and significant even when you think you're not. I actually really love the lettering style that I chose to go with this theme, and the colors as well. It was just a lot of fun. I loved this layout, absolutely loved it. It was so great. Taylor Swift released Folklore, which I love. I enjoy Evermore as well, but not quite as much as I like Folklore. So keep going just to see what happens. Yeah, I fell off the wagon with a lot of my tracking on the shelf doodles. Yeah, I didn't like this layout as much, and looking back it's kind of hard to see where everything was, but I did enjoy the pens, the stationery theme for sure. Fight for the things we care about, as this was when Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away. October, the only thing we need to fear is another 2020. Amen to that. I think this one's my favorite. The pumpkins, like seeing the pumpkins is definitely making me smile again. This was me redoing a doodle challenge that I'd done before from 2017 when I first started bullet journaling. So that was really fun. And then trying something new and different where I taped in the craft paper to give it more of that fall effect. In November, sometimes it's a cake, sometimes it's a blanket. Either is acceptable. Yes, I still feel this in my soul. This say watercolored, so this is 160 GSM, so as you can see there's a little bit of warping, but that's just because I used way too much water. Didn't track anything. I haven't shared this yet because it's clearly not finished, but I watched Spirited Away in October for the first time and absolutely loved it. And I kind of wanted to commemorate that in my bullet journal. And this is what I was working on for my doodle challenge. So yeah, I might share that at some point. That was a brain dump page. This week I didn't do anything. That week I didn't do anything. This week I started doing stuff and then didn't follow through. And then I left a couple of blank pages and I don't know why, but I did. Clearly my brain was somewhere else for November. And then this was December planning before like essentially Christmas got cancelled. We've actually done really well moving the elf, except for the last few days. He's just been having a nap in the tree. I actually have done some cleaning that I haven't ticked off, but there was cleaning. Yeah, I pretty much got really dark and depressed about Christmas, so I just stopped using it. I did put together the holiday craft page before I kind of gave up on everything else. So I'm sorry I didn't share my idea for using the holiday meal plan. And then here is December. Eat, drink, and wear stretchy pants. So super fun. Push that guy back up in there. I'm kidding. I've definitely used, like my habit tracker again has fallen by the wayside. My brain dump, like I have some things going on in the background that I'm excited to share with you. I don't have everything quite ready and lined up yet, so it'll come. This is supposed to be my doodle page, which, I mean, it's the day I'm filming this, it's December 23rd, so I still have some time to fill this up. And yeah, this layout, I was super weary of using it, but honestly, like, I'm loving it, like absolutely loving it. So I haven't set up next week yet. Spoiler alert, I reviewed the RT pens, and then this was what I created for Christmas. This is actually, I did this using gouache paints, and I didn't use the gouache paints properly or correctly, but it was still fun. I was experimenting, I guess. Yeah, those are my bullet journals for 2020. It's really fun seeing how far I've come, and yes, it's okay to fall off the wagon when it comes to tracking or even using your weekly layouts, which I clearly at some points didn't. So yeah, thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you follow along for 2021. Thank you for watching today.